heritage back 200 years to the great Hambletonian 10, and with the breed's origins dating back to early colonial times, the standardbred is truly an American treasure. Its contribution to United States history is immeasurable. Immortalized by Currier and Ives, this was the horse that pulled doctors to their patients and served alongside soldiers in the American Civil War. The standardbred was everyone's horse. The breed itself was formerly one of the equine world's best-kept secrets. With more standardbreds making the leap from racehorse to pleasure horse, the world is beginning to take notice. Horses like Draken are definitely making the difference. This Pennsylvania-bred gelding raced successfully for many years through the Mooresville College Standardbred program before retiring to pleasure driving, where he has won several pleasure and performance driving awards. Now, Draken was the National Standardbred Pleasure Horse Driving Champion for 3 consecutive years. Among Draken's many accomplishments are the 2009 High Point Standardbred and Division Champion at the Lorenzo Driving Show, which is the second largest driving competition in New York State. Draken was a champion or reserve champion at every New York State Tri-Valley Horsemen's Association show he participated in, and was named the 2009 year-end driving horse champion for the association. When they're not in the show ring, Draken and Kathleen enjoy trail riding and competing in marathons. In the coming years, Kathleen hopes to begin competing in ride and drive classes. During the days when a roadster stood in almost every stable, the thrill of holding the lines behind a fast trotter was not for the wealthy alone, and today this is no exception. Good things stand the test of time, and the standardbred is still one of the wisest choices when it comes to a pleasure driving horse. Thank you, Kathleen, for your performance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a big round of applause. Now, standardbreds have the proven capability for speed and also the calmness of a pleasure driving horse. Add in their natural agility and you have the perfect combined driving horse, as demonstrated by our next horse, Pro Gem. His owner, Jennifer Sperry, drives him with her husband Steve navigating. Pro Gem raced as a trotter in California until he was 6 years old, earning nearly $25,000 during his career. In 2003, Pro Gem was purchased by the Sperrys and began his new life in Patterson, California. This gelding quickly became a part of the family with his friendly and willing nature. He has competed in California combined driving events, also called CDEs, driving as a single and in a pair with his standardbred stablemate. Now, for those of you that don't know, combined driving is an exciting spectator-oriented sport similar to the under-saddle 3-day event, and is comprised of driven dressage, a marathon course, and a cones course, all of which test the driving horse in his conditioning and versatility, as well as the capability and judgment of the driver. The speed necessary for today's CDEs can be seen in the history of the standardbred breed. As a dependable and athletic horse, the standardbred brought horse racing to the common man. Neighbors would challenge one another to race, each thinking they had the fastest horse. Harness racing back then and still today is a little different than mounted races because the horses race at the trot. The horses are not allowed to break gait into a canter or gallop. Once off the track, the breed's natural ability to canter is incorporated into their training. Pro Gem is a fine example of how well a standardbred transitions from harness racehorse to pleasure horse, and then back to competitive driving horse with the stamina, fitness, and obedience needed to excel in the sport. In combined driving events, marathon and cones courses, the object is to complete the course in the right sequence in the allowed time. This tests the horse's ability and willingness, as well as the skill and accuracy of the driver. The sport is open to all breeds, and standardbreds like Pro Gem, with their natural trotting gait and agreeable personalities, make great combined driving horses and can have successful second careers after leaving the racing world. Let's give them a great big thank you, Jennifer and Steve, for giving us a wonderful mini CDE course. Pleasure presenter Laura Harbour and her mare, Veruca Salt, have been together since 1997, and since that time, the horse-crazy teenager and the little filly have come a long, long way. Veruca Salt is more casually known as Legs, which is a tribute to the mare's sire, Nuclear Legacy. Laura began training Legs, and before long, the pair was off on their journey into the world of horse showing. The breed's personality is much different than you might expect from a racing athlete. When competing, he may appear somewhat fierce in his pursuit of victory, but the standard bred is good-natured, friendly, a quick learner, and is known for having a calm disposition. Now, Laura believes in cross-training and needed a calm, quick learner, and Legs was the perfect choice. Laura incorporated everything from jumping to reining into her training regime. The early attempts were not what Laura had dreamed of. They finished last in every class they entered. But Laura believed in her mare and followed her dream of one day earning a national title. She took her horse with her to college, where they became members of the University of Kentucky's equestrian team. Slowly, success in the show ring actually began to happen. Those first successes were on the local hunter-jumper circuit, and then in 1998, the pair earned bronze, silver, and gold medals in the beginner hunter and field hunter divisions of the Bluegrass State Games, a Kentucky version of the Olympics. Now, the cross-training paid off with back-to-back year-end High Point Awards in hunter and western divisions at the 1999 and 2000 Manly Farms competition. 2001 brought gold medals in senior hunt seat equitation on the flat and over fences, and the senior field hunter at the Bluegrass Games. During the years between 2004 and 2009 at the Festival of the Horse Show in Georgetown, Kentucky, the pair earned a total of 18 first-place ribbons. 6 of those placings were in the Open Western Horsemanship and Open Western Pleasure classes. The Festival of the Horse Show also named them the 2005 champion and 2008 reserve champion in Open Western Pleasure divisions. Now, since they first entered the show ring, this pair has earned over 175 blue ribbons in a variety of disciplines. In 2007, Laura and Legs journeyed to New Jersey for the National Standardbred Show. Legs earned the national title that Laura had been dreaming of for over 10 years. In fact, they won every class they entered and were awarded the overall High Point Senior Horse. Together, they have proven many times that there are no limits to the Standardbred's ability. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big thank you for Laura?